Ever looked at your wedding photos and thought, that doesn't feel like us? Forced smiles, perfect poses, but no story. That's the problem Nadine Nasby wanted to fix.
Brides were really catching on to this idea of photojournalistic wedding photography, black and white photographs. That just made my heart I was just like, finally, that's what I love to do.
Watch how she turned wedding photography into something real.
So I wanted to ask, what inspired you to get into the wedding industry? I mean, coming from the background, as you told me, I have to get it right, as editorial,
Yeah.
editorial photography or the newspaper and so on. What made that transition to the wedding industry, and what enamors you about working in the wedding industry?
Well, it's funny that you should ask that because I started out doing weddings when I left the daily grind of newspaper work and I was a freelance photographer. I was still doing some magazine work freelance in South Florida, and I was doing weddings as well. And that style of weddings back then, I don't want to date myself too much, but anyway, it was before digital. So we were using film, and it was very cookie cutter. Like the style that people expected was not really authentic, real moments. It was very much you shot the wedding, the ceremony itself, and then later when people are drinking and dancing, that was unscripted, but it was the group pictures. Everybody was looking to go to the cocktail hour, like, oh, can we get done these pictures? And so I didn't really like it too much. I still did beautiful portrait work doing the weddings. And then it was only until I started to see a number of years later that brides were really catching on to this idea of photojournalistic wedding photography, editorial wedding photography, black and white photographs from a wedding. And that just made my heart I was just like, finally, that's what I love to do. And so I started doing weddings again. Now I feel like I can utilize the expertise, the skill set from all the years of being on assignment and just using those same skills to covering weddings. Because I do treat it like I'm covering a story for a publication. So you have to get all aspects of it.
But as a wedding professional here, you say that it is a story. It's their life story. And so for us too, as I hear you talk, it's not about doing a job and getting this work done. It's about being a part of this life moment that's happening for this couple and their families and their extended families and generations to come. And I saw it in your work. I saw it in your website. Now I'm hearing it in your voice and your expression, just how important to have this experience with your couple. So that is very enamoring to your business. So thanks for that.
Yeah. And I actually get very involved. When I just shot a wedding a couple weeks ago, I was crying myself at the end of the ceremony. I get very involved, especially I love how when the couples write their vows to each other, and that's what I was hearing. And I just was like, oh, and then I have to pull it together because I have to get the processional shots. That's why I also love the toasts, because when the family members get up and then you just hear more of their story, and it's just
right.
special.